Okay, so today we're going to rank every chess opening that we possibly have in this list. So we have our legendary up here, which is the ultimate best openings, and we have our garbage openings down here. And we're going to start with Accelerated Dragon. So Accelerated Dragon, it's only an opening that some people use just because it looks nice, it has a nice pawn structure, but it really is not good for long-term chess play. So it goes into the really bro category. Here we have Advanced Caro-Kann. The Caro-Kann is a very slow, boring game, so actually no, let's just put this in tricks only. It's a very slow, boring game, but it does provide some play for black. I mean, it's just a boring game, so I'm gonna put it in really bro. It's average. Like, it's not that great. You don't want to play it. Let's just put the French down there. We don't even need to talk about it. Lapin Sicilian. Okay, this is actually nice because it does have some good aspects of it. Adiokin's Defense. Usually you play it for a bit. It's fun to play, so I'm actually going to put it in legit. And you do learn some, even though it's not played in the highest, like among the best players, you still learn a lot from playing this defense. And the Benoni, I hate playing against this because it's just super annoying how they just play 17 moves without thinking. So only tricks only. And we have the Berlin Defense, which is absolutely legendary. It is one of the most unique openings, and it was used against Garry Kasparov by Vladimir Kramnik. And that's how he won 2000 chess championship. It's a legendary opening. The Bongcloud, obviously a new opening with obviously some new concepts that, only very recently introduced into the chess world. I mean, getting your king out early, Hikaru is very smart by developing that right there. Totally smart. So we have the Budapest Gambit. I liked playing this when I was learning gambits. Even though, again, not a good opening, but it's always fun to play gambits. It teaches you a lot about chess, and Budapest is very fun to play against d4. So then we just have the normal Caro-Kann. Okay, we're just going to put it beside the Advanced Caro-Kann. Now the Catalan. The Catalan is very fun to play from both sides because it's combining my opening d4 with the Fianchetto Bishop, and I do like to play this a lot. We have the Closed Sicilian. Okay, you are mentally insane if you like the Closed Sicilian. We have the Danish Gambit. So the Danish Gambit is when you play e4, and then they play e5, and then you just offer up the d4 pawn and c3. Again, it's a pretty cool opening if you want to learn about how piece development actually, like when you're like sort of an intermediate player, you want to learn how piece development and control of the center really helps you out, right? It's really good for helping your understanding of the game of chess. The Dutch Defense is it's sort of like the Sicilian but reverse. I don't like playing against this, but it's pretty cool. Like you advance your f pawn out, then you castle, and then you potentially get the f file open. It's kind of also like if you want to, like the reverse Queen's Indian, but it's not that interesting if you're doing the Stonewall variation, so I'm just going to put this in the really bro section. The English, this is a sophisticated, awesome opening. Again, controlling the center with a side pawn, so therefore unique opening. The Exchange Caro-Kann, a garbage. Exchange French, anything that has French in it or sounds French is garbage. See French Defense, that goes into the garbage section. Oh, well, look at this, John Bartholomew. He is a god. We will put him in the legendary section. Fool's Mate, tricks only, very fun to play when you just start playing chess and you just learned this Fool's Mate and you want to play it against some other random beginner who hasn't learned this yet. Only fun for about 2 minutes. The Four Knights game. After telling you are either a beginner or if you're doing this when even though you're like a very high rated player, then I don't like you. So Fred, I don't know who Fred is, but we'll put him here. Fried liver. Well, fried liver, it's again awesome opening, and it actually sounds cool too, and actually makes me hungry. So I am going to eat soon. Now that this fried liver's here, it's a pretty good opening. Guiccio Piano, again, another one of those gambits that teach you a lot, and it also has a nice sounding name. It's after the Italian game. Only interesting people play that. Only losers actually play the four knights. The Grand Prix, I hate playing against this. This is only for tricks, and I don't like it at all. It's crap. Grob, also garbage, because nobody should play the Grob. The Grunfeld, now I like this. I think, who is that? Ian Nepomniachtchi, or I don't know, someone. I forget names to faces, but Grunfeld is we'll put it in the legendary section. It's a very fun opening to play, and you get to use your fianchetted bishop against their center, and you don't really have to build up a defense, and you get to learn a lot about how to attack a center, and if you're white, how to defend your center. Okay, let's just put Hippo here because this Hippo is legendary. Italian. So obviously, any flag that looks French or has the shares colors is bad. But the Italian game is actually kind of good. And we're gonna actually, because it looks a little bit like the French, we're gonna put it in here, even though it's the Dutch defense. So Jerome Gambit goes here. Then we have the King's Gambit, the legendary King's Gambit. It's just one of the best openings in the world. The King's Indian. I don't like this. No. King's Indian attack. So you are a truly humbled person if you play this as white. I'm putting this in the unbreakable section. Now again, it's sharing those red and white colors, but a different pattern. Latvian Gambit. Again, learn the gambits. Help teach you a lot about chess, and it's very fun to play. It catches people off guard. I don't like to play against it because it catches me off guard. But the London system, okay. This is a really bro opening because it's like what you're doing is basically telling your opponent you only tend to play moves that you learn from I don't know, Ben Feingold, who's like, okay, play these 15 moves and then don't think. It shows that you're just stupid. And then martial attack. Pretty sure this is in the Ruy Lopez. Pretty cool to learn. I'm going to put this in the legit. The Najdorf. Now this is unbreakable because it's very theoretical, although it does have a line where you go like 20 moves in and it's still theory, and it's just super annoying. I don't like playing a lot of moves like that. Like, let's get into some thinking early game. Nimzo Larsen attack. Again, modest opening. You are... Yeah, wait, no. Where did I put the King's Indian attack? Okay. It's a very modest opening. Wait, did I put it? I did, probably. I think it's right around... Yeah, whatever. If you start with the Nimzo Larsen or the King's Indian, then again, you are showing your opponent that you're learning a lot of openings. That you're not just playing d4 or e4. Petrov. Okay, this is my favorite defense. I like to play this against e4. So obviously I have a bias. I'm going to put in the legendary. Philidor. One of the crappiest defenses I've ever seen. I have no idea why people play it. I win. People win. White wins a lot of the time against this. This is just the garbage. The Perk, again, was only good for like 2 minutes. I do not like it. I don't like playing against it. It is for tricks. Most of the time people play. Okay, the Polish, well, they suck, so we're putting in garbage. And the Ponziani, well, that sounds a little Polish, so we're putting it there. Portuguese Gambit, I've never heard of that. Okay, I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that, so I'm going to put it in really, bro. I just don't know about it. Queen's Gambit, a classic opening that everyone plays, legit, but again, not the best. I play it, but it doesn't really show IQ. Rady opening. Okay, this gives you a lot of flexibility and variety in the opening. You can devolve into a lot of variations, and when you're playing the Rady opening, it shows that you're prepared for any opening and you can take on whatever black throws at you, which is really nice. Ruy Lopez, I love this opening. There's lots of variations, and it's a classical opening that everyone should learn. The Scotch, Well, why is there no whiskey here? It's just eggs. So the Scotch Gambit, again, what? The Scotch Gambit is slightly worse than where the what's it called? Where's the Gambit? I don't see the Gambit. Whatever. The Scotch is not as good as the Danish Gambit. There go the Danish. So this is not as good as the Danish Gambit. So I'm gonna put it below. And we have Sicilian Defense. Again, a legit opening because it has a lot of theory, but not a good one that I would recommend because again you'd have to learn a lot. And even though I used to play the Sicilian sometimes just to learn one variation, and even if someone plays it, it doesn't really tell you that they know a lot of theory because you could pull something out of your butt against them, and they would be surprised. Sicilian Dragon again, so the Accelerated Dragon again, it's for tricks only. It's the same thing. The Slav is an awesome opening because Slav. Wait, I put it here. I'll put the closed Sicilian here. Sorry, but the Slav is a cool opening. I mean, look at that guy is so cool with the jacket, and also it's just a solid defense against e4. But other openings like the Grunfeld, I think the Grunfeld is actually better than this. That's why I put it in the legendary section. Smith Mora, okay, garbage. Get out of here. Sodium Attack, nah, bro. I don't. Actually, no. Sodium Attack is when you put your knight on a3. This is the first move. It means you're learning chemistry, and you just noticed that when you put your knight on a3, it has sodium. So you're just a really bro guy. Stonewall. Hey, we talked about that. I don't like it. It's really bro. Okay, again, actually no. You know what? The Tarish French has an exception because it's a really interesting French. I'm going to put for tricks only. And there we have it. That is our chess opening ranking. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to save this for later. Bye.